So, Zorro's like the Cowboys because they existed in the same time period, right? That's what you just said. The hats are like the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you an astronaut? Because astronauts exist.
What are you talking about?
Astronauts exist in the same time period as you, so by your logic, you gotta be the same as the astronaut.
What? No!
Because you said Zorro and the Cowboys are the same because they were in the same time period.
Did I say it like that?
I don't care how you said it. That's what you said.
Look, it's because...
So, by that logic, you're an astronaut.
No,
I can see you floating in space.
No, look. Because, see, it's the 1800s, and look, Zorro was just like a cowboy.
How was Zorro like a cowboy?
Look,
Zorro was a Mexican outlaw that was standing up for the Mexican workers' rights, and all the white people hated him.
So he's like Alberto Del Rio.
Doesn't matter. He ran around with a sword and fought for Mexican people.
It's a weapon.
Cowboys hated everybody but white people and shot everybody else.
What? Okay.
Totally
He had
different.
a gun.
And they wore different hats.
He had a sword. They had weapons, and they fought for people. Or they fought for something.
Okay, so now you're saying anybody that has weapons and fights for people is like the same, right? So by that logic, the Star Wars guys are cowboys. Are the Star Wars guys cowboys?
If that's not even the same time period. But you're trying to say that I'm like an oh my god, look, because they fought for something. That doesn't make me like an astronaut. That doesn't make me like an astronaut.
No, that's not what that point was about. The point was about, you said because they existed in the same time period, they were basically the same thing. So that means
I'm just saying because of the similar. I'm just saying because of the.
You're basically an astronaut.
I'm saying because of the similar time period that they would have wore similar hats because of their profession, because of what they did. They would have wore big hats.
Zorro wasn't a profession. He was just that was like his hobby.
What
you can't make a living sword fighting.
He sure did.
He robbed people.
So did.
Cowboys? They were robbers now?
No.
Now the Cowboys are the robbers.
No. I didn't even say that.
Did you say that?
I didn't say that. I was going to say,
you don't know what you were going to say.
I was going to say the guy who shoots arrows and steals from the rich.
Robin Hood?
Yeah, Robin Hood.
Now we're going to bring Robin Hood in.
No, I don't want to bring it in. I was just pointing that out.
Robin Hood wears a pointy hat.
Different time period. Totally different time period. Totally different time period.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, the Undertaker, that's a cowboy hat.
It's not a cowboy hat.
Not as
Don't make me pull it up on my phone again.
That is cowboy hats as we know them today. There was a lot of cowboy hats that were just like this.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was. Haven't you ever watched Gunsmoke?
No. I don't like Gunsmoke. Which
ones do you like?
I don't like any westerns.
So how do you know anything about them?
I've seen a lot of westerns
because my
parents love westerns.
Golly, what are your parents, like 100 years old?
My dad's 86.
Oh my god!
So yeah, I've seen a lot of westerns.
You are really old.
I am not old.
But
my point is, my dad watches the westerns from the 40s where the engines are coming and we got to shoot them engines because they're going to scalp us.
They're going to scalp us?
And that's like what you're saying the Undertaker is now. He's a cowboy.
No. I'm saying he's like the cowboys that blowed through town and was like...
Those weren't cowboys. Those were the outlaws, the bad guys. The cowboys were the good guys. You don't even know who the good guys and the bad guys are.
It doesn't matter who the good guys and the bad guys are because this is professional wrestling. It's just back and forth every single second.
So you're saying in professional wrestling who's a heel and who's a face doesn't matter? Really?
It matters during the match, but overall the Undertaker, no one's ever going to care if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Just like Triple H. And like Edge, I don't even know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I don't really care.
Well, that's true, but
it changes so often.
Who's a heel and who's a face during the match?
During the match, yes,
Very
it does.
important.
The Undertaker is the good guy and Triple H is the bad guy.
I thought you just said the Undertaker was the bad guy because he's the outlaw.
No, I'm saying he has the bad guy look. Because he's
a bad guy. He's not the bad guy.
Because, look, this is...
Wait.
His character was developed during the...
No, if it doesn't matter... If Triple H is a good guy or a bad guy, it doesn't matter if the Undertaker is a good guy or a bad guy.
The Undertaker wears black because he's dead.
Who's the good guy and the bad guy?
We don't know. For this match?
You just said that it doesn't matter with either of them.
It doesn't matter over their career. When you look back and remember them, you're not going to care if they're a good guy or bad guy. Just like Ric Flair. Nobody cares if he's a good guy or a bad guy. They care that he's Ric Flair because he's the man. Woo!
Ric Flair is a 70-year-old has-been who won't let it go.
That doesn't matter. But you don't care whether he's a good guy or a bad guy.
No, I don't, because I still
choose
to let it go.
Exactly. You don't care if Hulk Hogan's a good guy or a bad guy.
I hate Hulk Hogan.
I mean, most people would consider him a good guy, but he was a bad guy for a long time. He was in the NWO.
Okay, but see, that's another point I have about the Undertaker. Hulk Hogan's legacy, forever and ever, will be him with the orange, with the yellow and the red and the Hulkamania and the boa and the vitamins and all that crap and brother. That's going to be Hulk Hogan's legacy, despite the fact that he did all this other stuff. Undertaker, there's no point in him changing his gimmick because forever and ever he's going to be the dead man.
He's been known as the guy who's like the outlaw.
Yeah, so no, he's been known as the dead man.
Yeah, but he has those characteristics.
The word outlaw, characteristics.
He has those characteristics.
Characteristics.
He has those characteristics.
Thank you. The word outlaw has not entered his entire gimmick until just now.
That word's never entered, but it's always been in the back of your mind.
It's never been in the back of my mind.
Because you think, okay, when you see the Undertaker walk in and you just see that silhouette and he's just standing there and all the dead guys walk, and all the smoke's in the background, all the smoke's in the background and the lightning and then the...
Dead guy, gonna kill you.
So if he pulled out...
Lightning, fire, death.
So, okay, if Triple H is standing in the ring and he's like... And then Undertaker comes out and stands in front of him and goes, that doesn't look like a standoff to you?
It looks like a standoff. That's stupid.
What about when they came out and did their little talking thing and they're like, and they didn't talk. They just stood there. They just stood there and looked at each other. Yeah. Was that not like...
That was like, but that's part of this new thing, which I'm saying is stupid.
But the Undertaker...
Before that didn't happen.
Undertaker would hardly ever talk back in the day when he first started out. He would just come in the ring.
That's because he was dead.
But he could move.
Dead.
He could move.
But dead people wouldn't be talking to the living. Then he, like, slowly evolved.
He had to talk. He's a wrestler. He has to speak. Especially since he has speaking abilities. He has to speak.
Right. And he does talk.
Because people would never understand.
In the beginning, he didn't talk because it was part of his dead man gimmick.
But, it's just, I'm just saying that you're trying to tell me he doesn't have characteristics of a cowboy, of a lone man.
Correct. Of the Lone Ranger?
Or not, just a lone guy.
A lone guy? What cowboy movie have you seen called The Lone Guy?
What is that called? Something Mountain. But
what?
It's like Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain? That's about gay people.
Oh, it wasn't that one. Undertaker and Triple H together in the ring.
Oh, so they're gay now?
With the ropes. You don't know. They haven't spoke. Well, they did speak again. Yeah. But they weren't together. Yeah. But yeah. You're trying to...
just call the Undertaker and Triple H gay.
That was the wrong movie. It's the wrong movie. I don't know. It's called something else like that.
And you were wrong anyways, because you said it's about a lone guy. Brokeback Mountain's about two guys.
Okay, see, here's my point. I didn't know what I was talking about. I'm talking about Undertaker.
I'm glad you admit you have no idea what you're talking about.
He's like